Good evening, sir. Dr. Mohan, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, madam. Yes, you're audible.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Thank you, thank you. Ma'am, you
Is
make it a
it,
slide share, madam.
sir?
You make it a slide share.
Yeah, sir. I'm doing now. Sir, check it now, sir. I have shared my
Right.
presentation.
It's okay. It is okay.
Yeah, is it visible? Is it visible? And my audio also okay now, sir?
Yeah, your audio is okay. Your presentation is also okay. You can progress.
Yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you. So, good evening. Good evening, everyone. So, dear students and SA Engineering College faculty, Dr. Mohan sir, and reminding all the other faculties, very good evening. And myself, Dr. K. Swarupa, Associate Professor of Department of Computer Science and Engineering in Aditya Engineering College, Andhra Pradesh State. And let us see quickly in today's session of A Foundation. And these are the contents I just wanted to discuss with you. And first of all, we'll see about AI. Later, we'll see few of applications. And let us look at back into the history and how human intelligence is variated with AI. So, of course, there are some negatives regarding AI that also we'll see. And after that, fundamental part of AI, we'll see about foundation of machine learning and how it is different with deep learning and few of important future directions what kind of tools you can use so the students will get benefited and what kind of projects you can select. Let us discuss. So in today's session of foundation of artificial intelligence, basically AI is referred as simulation of human intelligence. So we just wanted to make the machine which are programmed to think and act just like a human being. So whatever we are expecting from the machine, it just be able to do the things just how a human is going to be performs the regular activities, how the human being is able to think, able to take the decisions, and a similar kind of human intelligence can be simulated in a machine. That is what basically we can say artificial intelligence. So when we talk about this AI, we should remind the father of AI, John Marty, I can call us. So according to this particular father of AI, he'll define actually the AI as intelligent computer program. So the machine we can make as an intelligent by writing the program with the logics. Okay, so as usually it is going to be becoming very intelligent. So this is what AI basically. So we can say it is a intelligent computer program. The intelligence will be added to the machine so it can act like a human. Why actually this artificial intelligence? I could say the importantly two major reasons. So with help of the artificial intelligence, you can create the softwares or kind of devices which can solve the real world problems very easily. So the machine which can be made by human being but still very accurately, efficiently it will be able to solve the real world issues. So everywhere, anywhere. So nowadays AI we are using, more specifically in health issues we can be able to use in marketing, even traffic issues, even in business. Every sector AI has been entered. So you can create your personal virtual assistant also using the AI. And of course, we know a very well known application of AI, an intelligent machine, I can call a robot. So this also can be able to create a kind of environment where we'll be able to do a lot of risky tasks also. So we need of course the AI, because the importance of AI able to solve very complex problems, so we need actually. And like, let us quickly look at back into the history of artificial intelligence. It has been started evaluation of artificial neurons in the year of 1943. So they have started searching about artificial intelligence with neurons just like a human brain, how we will be able to take the decisions, we can be able to execute the tasks very easily. So they have it is the era they have started thinking regarding the artificial neurons. So later, if you look at here, 43 to still of course up to the 66, it is completely they have started researching, surveying with various kind of techniques. They are trying to actually implement various kinds of AI techniques. They are going to be using by Turing machines. And see, in 56 there was a conference, I can say that is the first birth for AI. There has been a Dartmouth conference, has been discussed with various researchers, and I can say AI scientists. There has been exposed their see all kind of AI, what kind of the things are possible with AI, and what kind of techniques we can use so that we can solve the real world problems easily. And there has been identified exactly the gaps, the eras, what could be useful for the real world society. So once that was over, it has been taken a long time of 10 years. Within that, Elisa has been released, which is a first chatbot. So we know now we are using chat gpt. So in 66 only the first chatbot with the AI program has been released, Elisa. So the Elisa is very fastly working, but still there is a lack of multi-core, multi-processing with hardware support also not that much of available. So volumes of data transfer is not possible by that time. As usually we don't have very fast kind of data transfer techniques. So region it is not very much fastly working, but up to that 66 of 19th century year it is okay. Many of the people practically used and they have find out a few little bit of solutions. So it is also just like a search engine. It is going to be provided the solution whatever we ask with multiple answers. It has been responding with, just like now Google search engine. If you're asking for something, it is gives us like different kind of URLs, different kinds of concepts and all. So that is a very starting version of chatbot Elisa. And later, see, there has been invented a robot one. So very first intelligent robot it is. So it can be able to load it with all kind of sciences and application of science as an engineering, that all applications was loaded. So with that intelligence the robot could be able to do a lot of the things. It is a first intelligent robot actually. So later in 74 to 80 is the first AI winner, so able to introduce the programming skills in the era of gaming. So the first AI in gaming world has been started to introducing, and it was playing with chess and all. So the first winner, and there has been conducted a lot of competitions with the other champions and all. And with this computer intelligent program, it has been actually cracked the entire game, the first AI winner. And later we have discussed about expert system. Why can't with this AI computerized program, how it can become as a expert system? That has been started a lot of research in 80s. And parallelly with AI, other networking techniques as well as multi-core, multi-processing techniques, even the programming languages, there has been started increasing day by day. So obviously the gaming, whatever the intelligent program we have been written, that was revised and improved versions has been released, and second AI winner also it has been in 93s. And later with IBM, so Deep Blue, it is a first computer actually to beat the world of chess champion. So the world champions has been have a great competition with the Deep Blue. Actually, it was win by IBM. So it is also happened. So AI is very fastly improving in gaming world. And later, so even home appliances, if you are talking about the smart home applications like Roomba has been introduced. It was a component just like with all kind of IoT components, the intelligence was added in that Roomba. So usually everyone nowadays we are becoming very busy, no? So before we are going to reaching to the home, so we can set and we can interact with the Roomba, and we can give the commands to clean the home or to switch on or to switch off various kind of applications you can be able to perform with this Roomba. So and later on a Watson IBM, it has been Winsick quiz and Google now we know very well. And later a Turing test also, how actively and interactively and efficiently the chatbot applications are going to be working now. You can test even that AI. So Turing test also has been introduced, and of course Amazon Echo. So these are all kind of the things with the AI nowadays we are using very successful AI applications. And see 40s to 2010, what happened is once AI has been started evaluating, and later it is not enough actually with the kind of AI. So we just wanted to simulate the human behavior, but we need of course very strongest machine learning techniques, machine learning algorithms. So there is a lot of research has been done on machine learning. So we have a various kind of classified categories in machine learning. So various machine learning techniques we'll see in the coming slides. So has been started introducing and to make our AI computerized programs into very stronger. And later, starting from 2000s to still, we are continuing with the deep learning concepts. So all kind of deep learning with the including of artificial neural networks and all. The deep learning era has been started. This is a little bit history regarding the AI, as enough, I think so. So later, let us see into AI. So AI can be able to do these all kind of predictive analytics as well as speech recognition, image recognition, and just like a robotic expert system, it can plan well, it can optimize well your applications and all. These are various kind of applications using the AI. So here AI will be used. If you look at here, everywhere we are going to be using. So your personalized user experience, chatbot, predictive analysis, content generation. Of course, you can look at the content in marketing, online advertising, okay, voice search optimization, e-commerce application. You can design using the AI tools, your websites. So these are all various kind of AI application. And if you are also, I have listed here, you can have a look here. AI can be in astronomy. Of course, accurately we can be able to predict. I can say AI is successful in astronomy and healthcare and gaming, finance, security, social media, travel and transport. You can refer fastly by looking into the slides here. So agriculture, everywhere in every sector, AI is going to be used now. So it is artificial intelligence, just like an intelligent system. It can be able to solve the problems, real world problems, applying with the reasoning techniques, learning techniques, and some kind of perceptions. And the linguistic intelligence is all kind of the things actually included, written in the computerized program. So AI is possible to do everything, anything. So a few of the positives and negatives, as usually with the AI. Of course, many of the people, just like the students, will say that AI can do everything. Even thousands of the people, whatever they'll do, AI with a simple computerized program, we can solve. So many of the jobs can be reduced. Of course, we need an accuracy. So obviously, it replaces the woman. So everything and anything we wanted to just do it very fast. So obviously it may happen somewhere, few of the negatives will be there. We are completely depending on the machine. Okay, so we are just restricted to the particular work as well as dependency. And of course it is very expensive also in some case of implementing the complex applications and all. Let us look at very positive way. So very accurately it can predict the things, very less chances to occur the errors. You can take the right decisions actually, and many of the risky situations it is helpful. And a human being can be usually can be tight, but there is no question machine 24 by 7 a machine can work very fastly. This is all about regarding the artificial intelligence. And I just wanted to conclude regarding the AI. So we just wanted to simulate the human brain. We just wanted to do everything by the machine. So using some kind of technique, some kind of algorithms, we just make it into a computerized intelligent program. I can say that is what AI. So here, let us look at here machine learning. So machine learning, we know it as a very trendy technology today. We just able to see learn automatically from the previous experiences, and machine learning uses various kind of algorithms and mathematical models and some kind of predictive things. Predictions can be made and using based on some kind of historical data or information. So this is what a machine learning as we know, and currently it is being used to solve many kind of the problems, various tasks, just like image recognition, speech recognition, email filtering, Facebook recommended systems, many and more we are using. And generally a human. See, people can learn everything automatically from the exercises. Of course, I think so. Can you learn like this? No, right. So here, a machine, how it will learn actually. We just wanted to make our machines intelligent. So how it is possible? So we need definitely some kind of training. We have to train with some kind of input data. So past data we have to load into that, and so the machine also can learn even from past data with the help of machine learning algorithms. It is not actually very much difficult, because if you take kind of few animals just like a parrot or a dog. Okay, so if you are started training and to the animals, that animals also can respond after some kind of training. So here we are working with a machine. If the intelligent program, nothing but the program instructions with that very accurately, if we are going to be submitted as an input, obviously the machine also able to can learn accurately and predict something, whatever we are going to be defining the task, able to execute very perfectly with use of machine learning algorithms. So machine learning is said to be, it is a subset of AI. Of course, these are all, I can say, a subset of computer science and engineering or AI. So it is concerned with the development of algorithms, and just like we have seen AI, father of AI. So John Harthy. So here for machine learning, first in 1950s, I can say 59. Okay, finally, so introduced by Arthur Samuel. So machine learning enables a machine to automatically learn from the data, so improves the performance from the experiences, and also predicting the things without being explicitly programmed in some cases, of course. So if you look at here how a machine learning algorithm will train actually, so in phase one, some historical data, some input data will take. So using the instructions sequentially designed in our machine learning algorithm, so it can be actually generates a predictive model. So some new data using the predictive model, so you can be able to test it, of course. Okay, so outcomes are going to be generated as we know that. So let me explain here with this slide. See how a machine learning works here. So first, inputs from the past data of experiences we can train your machine learning algorithms. So through the algorithm, machine can be trained with past data. So the machine is started learning from this data, and once it was done, we are just simply submitting to some logical models. So this logical model is going to be applies with some kind of new data to generate the output. So a machine learning systems obviously learns from historical data and builds some kind of prediction models, and whenever it receives the new data, it predicts the output, right? So I think so this is what a very simplest definition to understand regarding the machine learning by the student. Even though you are not technological background, any kind of student easily can understand what is a machine learning from this slide. I'll repeat. So here, a machine learning system learns from historical data and builds the prediction models. And whenever it receives a new data, so it predicts the output for it. That is very simple. So the accuracy of this predictive outcome, whatever we predicted, so that will be depends upon the amount of the data. As the huge amount of data helps to build a better model, obviously, so that we can predict exactly, or I can say more accurately, the outcome. This is what a machine learning. So by this slide, we can understand how a machine learning system can works actually. Let us come back again. So with that, you can understand easily this slide. And here, so a machine learning brings actually computer science and statistics together for creating the predictive model. See, yeah, of course, we know this AI, machine learning, deep learning, data science. So a lot of logic is involved. So we definitely require some kind of mathematics or statistics, okay, for creating predictive models. So machine learning constructs or somewhere it can be uses also the algorithms. Actually, through that only you can predict the output. A machine has obviously the ability to learn if it can improve its performance by gaining more data. See, let us see again some kind of other applications. And usually the students will do the projects on recommended systems, speak recognition system, image recognition systems. Even in healthcare, people are working even to detect like online fraud detection or fake news or real news. Or now even in self-driving cars, see driverless car. Even so, with this, I just wanted to tell you a thing. Even recently happened last year on a networking conference in Boston. So the people, what they did is actually with that intelligent program has been applied to a IoT vehicle of a car. They have directly driven, actually taken a drive to the car on Houston roads. See that much of confident the people are have on that written program. See, even malware filtering, the students usually they'll select the malware functioning also for the projects, and medical diagnosis also. Many of the applications I'm talking about using of machine learning. And see what actually a machine learning cycle is consisting. So first, as usual, we'll need to gather the data. Data need to be prepared here. So once the data has been prepared, it has to be analyzed first. What kind of data, how many kinds of input sets it is consisting. So once it has been done, it is used for training the model. So during the training phase only, we are going to be building a logical model. So the very first experience, very first time. And once it is done successfully, later it will send for test the model. So during the testing also, you can go back and you can be able to update your logical models and submit various kind of input and all. Finally, if it is successful, you can be able to deploy it. So let us see with some kind of AI tools in coming slides. So machine learning just simply a subset of AI actually. So through which a machine automatically by itself selfly it can learn from the data and improves the performance. From the past experiences, it make the predictions. And This is about machine learning. And now, see, there are various kinds of machine learning algorithms, or I can say various techniques of machine learning algorithm. Of course, it is very difficult for me to cover all classifications here. Let us just what it is, we'll try to understand at least in this 1 hour duration. So, machine learning types, there are basically four kinds, four categories: supervised learning, unsupervised learning, semi supervised learning, and reinforcement learning. So these are on the root level, so topmost branches. And when you are going to be coming to the yes subcategories, there are something more also actually divided into sub branches. So even in supervisory learning, there are some kind of other techniques. Even unsupervised learning, there are some other techniques like sub classifications are existing. Let us try. So I think so. By looking here into the slide, the students can easily understand what kind of technique it is. I think students, you are listening. No, I am actually moving fastly with my flow. Are you here, students? Any? Yes. You are able to follow me?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, yes, yes. Somebody has responded, Ganesh and all. See, my just simply my question is, what can you understand from this image? Supervised learning and unsupervised learning we are talking about, right? See, can you say something by looking into this picture? What can you understand? Any answer you can respond, because there is no any uh, marks, no.
Ma'am,
Yes,
students are learning from teacher. That's one kind
yes.
of supervisory. Self-learning is the unsupervised.
Yes, yes, yes. Super, super. Very good. Nice it is. So, supervised learning, there is some supervisor. So, there is some guide, some tutor to guide. And unsupervised learning is, it is just like, I can say there is no anyone to watch, there is no any supervisor. So, let us talk like that up to now. So, that is unsupervised. And see, in unsupervised learning, one more slide I'm sharing here. There is some kind of unlabeled data. A group of raw data is presented here. So, some kind of interpretation technique, some models, some algorithms you are using, we could be able to process it. And finally, the outcomes, similar kind of groups are going to be as an outcome, it was generated. So if you look at here, easily you can understand two cats, two dogs. So we are just categorizing a similar group of dogs and similar group of cats. I mean to say same kind. So it is about unsupervised. I think so. It is easy by looking at here the picture. That's why I'm sharing. And one more example for semi supervised data. So somewhere wherever required, we are using unlabeled data, and of course we are allowing here some kind of labeled data. So the raw data, see, it is going to be processed. So and finally we can call a semi supervised. So it is a mixture of supervisory and unsupervisory learning techniques. Let us see something more here. So yes, here supervised learning, all data is labeled during the training phase. So later it will be converted into a logical model. Unsupervised, all data is unlabeled. We don't know the each and every kind of data item, what type it is and all. So complete raw data, there is no any classified data. So there is no label, I am saying. So that kind of thing will be as an input. So without any supervisory or without any labels here, the model is going to be constructed. But whereas semi, I told you the mixture of these two, some portion of the data is labeled and lots of data is unlabeled. So this kind of data is going to be finally sent for generating a model. This is a simple thing, and you can easily remind by looking into these pictures instead of definition part and I told you four branches of machine learning techniques. So at the last, reinforcement learning. See, a lot of input raw data is available here, and different kind of algorithms we are using here, and all of these are going to be finally the outcome is generated with similar kind of groups. So all similar elements are going to be grouped here. So red, blue, and I can say some blue or dark blue here. So similar kind of all things are going to be separately. Each and every group is presented here. This is some kind of reinforcement learning. So now let us see a few points, these kind of all styles of machine learning techniques. In supervised learning, actually data has known labels and predicting with some kind of output, whereas unsupervised, the labels unknown. It is focusing more on finding the patterns and gaining insights from the data. It is enough. Okay, this is about unsupervised. So semi-supervised, as we discussed now, it is a mixture of these two. Labels are output known for a subset of data. It is supervisory and unsupervisory. Nothing but some data items will be labeled, some are unlabeled. Still, we could be able to build a logical model. And whereas here reinforcement, mostly it is focusing on making the decisions. So how to make a decision here in this technique is nothing but it will take on previous experience and what happened in that situations. It will analyze a lot of examples and taking on feedbacks continuously. The next step it is going to be make a move. This is about reinforcement. So here many of the applications are there. So in that applications, of course, every expertise technique is going to be used very particularly. If the case is related to the predictions on the medical data, so somebody in the history so has a diabetic, so how can we predict the next generation is going to be part of the disease or not? It is advised to use semi supervised. So something like robot application, robot wanted to actually select a route when it is going to be on walking. So it is suggested to use reinforcement. Okay, but of course there are cases now we are using deep learning technique, but still. Okay, so complex decision problems in like gaming world and all, you are preferred to use the reinforcement learning. There are some kind you wanted to apply some association rule mining and maybe exactly the grouping things, clustering, same similar kind of customers. Okay, so who are interested to purchase this item, that such kind of applications are many of e-commerce will be used unsupervised. And fraud detection supervised. Of course there should be some agent, need to be monitored, need to be supervised, so you can be able to deploy. So based on the kind of applications, there will be more chances to use this kind of techniques. Okay, but see, whenever you are talking about machine learning, you have to understand the point very clearly. There is some certain limitations are there. See, it cannot be extend beyond that. So I told your complex decision problem whenever is required to take by the robot. So you are using the advice to use reinforcement learning. But still, up to somewhat level only it is working. So if my problem is very complex, see many of the routes, thousands of the route, what route has to be taken, selected by my robot, then in such case may not be works your reinforcement learning. Then you have to search for next kind of technique. Okay, so maybe it is your deep learning, or some people nowadays advising to use data science techniques. Okay, so there is some certain kind of limitations are there when you are applying the machine learning. That is a very important point you have to understand. And let us see finally data science. Of course, AI we are talking AI, ML, and deep learning. See, your artificial intelligence is a kind of of course, a trendy advanced technology that simulates the human brain, that simulates the human intelligence, just how a human will think, human will behave. This is all about AI. See, when you are talking about a machine learning, it is a subset of AI that learns, that learns from the patterns, I can say, from the analyzing a large amount of data, whereas your deep learning is a subset of ML. Okay, so that uses the neural networks to learn patterns from the data. Okay, so uh, see, these are all I said computer science branches, but whereas AI, see, AI is advanced technology. It is a subset. Actually, machine learning is a subset of AI, but still a subset of ML is a deep learning. Okay, see, there is, see, I told you the deep learning, as the name it is indicating, there is a requirement of learning very deeply. I can say very complex application wanted to be solved. In such case, see, your neural networks need to be used. A lot of statistics, calculations, okay, and very deep belief network. I just wanted to construct or any kind of convolution, recurrent neural networks. See, artificial, see, human brain, it is neurons, how group of neurons actively it is functioning. So just like that, your neural networks with artificial neurons, with a lot of intelligent programs. So the deep learning has to be mostly used to learn like that from the patterns of data. So here your data science is again a lot of the things are included, and AI will be there, machine learning will be there, deep learning will be there. So you are, if you observe here, there has a few kind of limitations in each and every area. So here AI, it is a self-awareness, of course it can support, but there is a limited memory. Machine learning is going to be supporting to actually generate an AI algorithm, of course, but there are some kind of limitations. It cannot be able to solve the complex problems. There is a limitation, I said. So still you wanted to extend the functionality and more accurately. So more complex solutions you wanted to generate, then you have to prefer usually deep learning. So by looking into this slide, I think so you can understand a little bit better. And one more slide here. AI is simulation of human intelligence processed by machines, and machine learning process of teaching machines without any explicit programming. So yes, of course, there is a little kind of things are involving, but there is no explicitly, I mean to say, internally did. Okay, so deep learning is, it is inspired by human brain neurons. I said lot of artificial neural networks are going to be involved. That is one. So artificial intelligence, the theory and development of computer system able to perform tasks normally requiring human intelligence. So it is gives actually the ability to learn without being explicitly programmed, which we call machine learning. And a machine learning algorithms with brain like logical structure of algorithm, it is called artificial neural networks. This is about a deep learning, right? So one more slide to just quickly recollect the things. Your artificial intelligence, these are supporting expert system and robotics, computer vision, and the machine learning. These are the types we are using to generate the AI algorithms using machine learning. See, your neural networks are going to be involved in deep learning. And here, see, usually the students, they see, we're talking about a lot of theoretical part. We just try to see, try to know about some kind of AI tools which can be used usually for your programming part, or I can say for your project and all. So these are the few of the top AI tools, okay, which are worldwide, which are used by many of the industries as well as the students for their project and all. And what I listed here is all are open source too. Okay, see, a TensorFlow, See, TensorFlow, actually, it is a Google product. It is. See, TensorFlow, it is open source machine learning framework, widely used for various AI applications. It also supporting the deep learning. The model you can, logical model you can actually create, and you can submit your data sets. You can train the data. You can create intelligent program. Okay, so PyTorch, it is another open source deep learning framework. Actually, it is Facebook's AI research lab FAIR. It is PyTorch. It is the dynamic computation graph. Whenever it is required, you wanted to use part of your research, and all people usually they are using. See, all kind of predictions and comparisons you can do very much better using this PyTorch. And Keras, we know many of the students, part of their deep learning course they are using. So initially, actually developed as a user-friendly API for building the neural networks. So the Keras has actually part of TensorFlow ecosystem. It is remaining a popular choice for beginners. You can use it actually. See, NumPy, Keras, Pandas, many of the students are using. It is very easy to use actually. You can build your deep learning networks here. I mean to say neural networks here using this. And scikit-learn also, it is a Python library. So very flexible, I can say user friendly, very easiest thing scikit-learn. So it is for traditional machine learning tasks actually. But if you wanted to construct a neural network and or other kind of deep learning model, no, it is better to use Keras only compared to SkySet. So many of the researchers are using actually this SkySet learn. Python libraries are provided here up to the traditional machine learning techniques. If you wanted to develop or deploy or for increasing the prediction rate accurately, how you can going to be develop a model, how to test your generated model for data mining applications and big data analysis. These are all kind of the things you can use this. And see, Microsoft cognitive services, it is Microsoft product actually, as the name it seems to be. See, for any kind of AI tools, whenever you wanted to use or include part of your project, your computer vision, see, like your image kind of processing things, natural language processing. So you wanted to convert the speech from one language to another language, such kind of the application, if you wanted to include a part of your project, recognize the speech and some kind of the speech whenever you are deploying through your applications, no. So recognize what kind of language it is, who is speaking, whether a male speaker, female speaker, this kind of applications. When this kind of functionalities, if you wanted to exhibit through the APIs, then it is a better AI tool, cognitive services. It is also open source. And very popularly Watson, IBM's product actually. So Watson, it was long back it was introduced, but still it is revising. So still the next version very soon we are going to see there is a lot of services of AI. It has been provided, supported with. And many of the business peoples, usually the developers, when they want to test in a test suite using some kind of testing methodologies and all, whether they have developed a proper logical model or not, and any kind of data analysis, okay, and natural language applications, if they wanted to test. So usually this platform is very much useful. See, of course, we can construct the logical models also here. You can train your AI application, but still for testing it is supporting a lot actually. And open AI, and one more point I want to say here, something here you have developed using the TensorFlow. It is a Google product, I said. So, but still that for application, whether it is properly just like a Turing test, it is working or not, still you can test in IBM AI platform. Such kind of support has been given by Watson. It is. And one more thing, Open AI GPT. GPT-3. It is a model actually. Is a just like you can give your conversations here. You can ask the questions. It will generate the responses here actually. See, it is simply here mentioned the language generation model, which is capable of performing a wide range of natural language processing tasks. So OpenAI GPT-3 also very successful model. See, if you observe any of the research papers in 2019, 2009, sorry, 2009 to 2015, many of the researchers there has been used this OpenAI GPT-3 model. So this model also open source, and you can be able to test your natural language processing kind of applications. Of course, you can actually generate a natural language processing applications more accurately. It is very capable. And H2O, this is also very good platform to work your AI. So for many kind of scalable machine learning, deep learning applications, if you want to write the coding part, I mean to say, if it is involving a lot of statistics in your model whenever you're building, so H2O is also a very good AI tool. You can use that. And Cafe, this is a deep learning framework. Purely a deep learning application you are using. Lot of decision making is involved. See, in reinforcement learning, I said you can use for decision making, but there is a certain conditions only it is satisfying. But I have a very huge, a very big data. I mean to say, my data set is going to be included with a lot of kinds of various groups, and very difficult to take the decisions in such case. Okay, so Cafe is used. And very importantly, when image segmentation or image kind of things you wanted to process, you have to classify various kinds of images, and based on that you wanted to provide the training, you want to give a training to your machine learning applications, then very strongly, okay, very efficiently you can be able to develop actually using this framework. And Cafe is a very successful product actually. Many of the deep learning experts, I can say, they are using. Even now, in many of the IIT researchers, they are preferring to use Cafe. Even though it is the oldest product, still it is working perfectly for deploying the deep learning applications. And Amazon AI services, many students know, I think so. It is a comprehensive suite for AI tools and services. See, whenever image recognition, of course image segmentation also you can do here using this, and video analysis, and lot of text to speech, and lex for building the conversational interfaces. These are all kind of the things Amazon AI services tool you can use. So these are the important open source tool, I think so. I have covered it here. Also, I have mentioned very important kind of tools. These are the topmost 30 AI tools which are mostly used by the students. See, Chat GPT, we know nowadays every student is using. Okay, see, whenever you are getting the query, any question in Google, multiple answers will get there. But in Chat GPT, of course, many of the cases will get a proper responses and a correct results only. See, this is about your AI tools. And a few more tools also I have mentioned here. These are all open source. Many of these are I have covered here. See, what kind of tools you have to use means that depends purely in your application, your project, whatever you want to learn. And here some Scala is also most popular today. So whenever you are dealing with big deep learning, as well as many kind of complex applications which you wanted to implement using a deep learning techniques, you can use the Scala also. It is it is very easily you can learn actually with the foundation of simple Java. Enough. You may not know advanced Java also, still you can learn this Scala. And a general CPP, I mean to say C++, and Python, and this Java. These are all kinds of languages are supported to generate a proper, efficient AI applications. See, for example, you wanted to learn a Scala, it is supporting. See, Java prerequisite is in. Okay, Python, you can easily run the PyTorch. It is a foundation. I mean to say, if you know the C++, how easy for us. Similarly, see, for TensorFlow also Python is in it. You wanted to run any kind of mxnet, see, then you might have know a little bit kind of programming plus scripting language foundation. See, you if you know the R, it is very much useful whenever you're working with mxnet. A lot of statistics, if you are mathematical background and you are very well in mathematics and logics and statistics, it is very useful to start with the mxnet. So these are the things, and the pandas, I think. So it is not very new to explain again and again. So it is enough. And see, if you are very much well known in .NET framework, ASP.NET or C Sharp.NET, then it is a CNTK you can use here. See, CNTK also supporting a lot to use the pandas as well as Keras. There is a separate Spring framework actually. You can start with that. And these are some kind of inputs I just wanted to share with you. So easily you can try with the AI tools, and some more machine learning tools here. So many of the things, even for TensorFlow, Skyscape, see, I told you PyTorch, these are all things, no, even machine learning, deep learning, it is supporting AI tool. Okay, so OpenCV, many of the people are using. So it is very easy to learn, very easy to deploy. OpenCV, you can try with that. And yes, these are some of the pics I have here shared. Because many of the AI projects, how the students usually they'll start and they'll implement and convert into useful applications, that I have shared here. So if you go through in this links, no, you can start easily your AI projects. And students, you cannot look at your background. There is no barrier to learn the technology, even though you're triple EEC, something else also, not necessarily a computer science student. You can easily learn AI. You can easily complete your machine learning project. And even according to the Cisco prediction reports, there are a lot of jobs will be reserved for machine learning experts, okay, as well as a data science expert. So completely as per topmost company predictions, a lot of the jobs will be reserved for these kind of machine learning, data science, AI. Okay, so you can start initially with this, and you can easily learn. And Python, anyone can learn actually. No need any kind of complex logic involvement and all. And these are some of the beginners. If you are initial state, you don't know what is machine learning, deep learning, just you wanted to start now only, then you can use all these kind of resources. So these are very foundation actually. Starting from step one, you can go through and you can update yourself. So and here I think so we have started with yes, AI. So as we have discussed here, see, AI is exhibits the intelligence, and see how AI is going to be works with the algorithms and techniques of machine learning. And DL is also, of course, a machine learning, which is involving a lot of neural networks. So this is what the differentiation between AI, ML, and DL. And these are some kind of open source tools I have shared. Okay, some of the applications I have shared. Of course, I just wanted to show you practically on hands-on, but we'll see some other time, as it is very less time for me. So up to what I can extent is possible to share with you, I have shared. And any questions, if you have, you please interact with me. I think so that will be get benefited. Is that okay, or any clarifications, questions, anything you can ask me?
Thank you, ma'am. This session was really amazing and you can acquire your knowledge.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, you are talking. You are a student. You are talking.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes, yes. And even in, I'll share my PPT with Dr. Mohan sir, and my contacts also available if you are really interested, and if you wanted to work with any kind of I mean any kind of machine learning tool or AI tool, you can ask your questions, because many of the other students from other states also, they are interacting with me to start a work with AI, because artificial intelligence, as it is a very trendy advanced technology, many of the students, they want to work but they don't know how to start. So if you are just drop a message or mail to me, I'll be sharing to you how to start where and what. If possible, in future we'll go with a hands-on session that will be really useful, instead of talking more and more hours regarding theoretical part. I hope so. There is no very much advantages, right? See, anyone, somebody has raised your hand. Any question for me? Yes, you can post through chat box if you want to ask anything. Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for valuable section about artificial intelligence for our students. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Welcome, ma'am.
Okay, now it's time for the browser and www.kahoot.it.
Ma'am, can you please stop your screen, ma'am?
Yes, yes, yes.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, Rasika, can you please share?
Is my screen is visible?
Yes, ma'am. It's visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi guys, welcome to today's quiz. Go to your browser and type www.kahoot.it and enter your game pin as 7592239. We wait for few more minutes. Guys, go to your browser and type www.kahoot.it and enter your game pin as 7592239. Okay guys, let's start our quiz. Artificial intelligence is about playing a game on computer, making a machine intelligent, programming on machine with your intelligence, putting your intelligence in machine. I repeat the question. Artificial intelligence is about, guys, this question was discussed in this session. Please answer correctly. Okay, 6 member answered correctly. Harini in first question with the score of 755 points. Let's move to the next question. Who is known as the father of AI? Fisher Adam, Alan Turing, John McCarthy, Alan Newell. I repeat the question. Who is known as the father of AI? Guys, this is very basic question and also discussed in this session. You all know the answer. Answer correctly. Wow, 12 members answered correctly. Now, Niveda in first position with the score of 1653 points. Let's move to the next question. Select the most appropriate situation for that a blind search can be used. Real life situation, small search space, complex game, all of the above. I repeat the question. Select the most appropriate situation for that a blind search can be used. Real life situation, small search space, complex game, all of the above. Time up, guys. 5 member answered correctly. Again, Niveda in first question with the score of 2229 points. Let's move to the next question. The applications of artificial intelligence are expert system, gaming, vision system, all of the above. The applications of artificial intelligence are expert system, gaming, vision system, all of the above. Wow, 12 member answered correctly. Again, Nivita in first position with a score of 3142 points. Let's move to the next question. Among the given options, which search algorithm requires less memory? Optimal search, depth first search, breadth first search, linear search. I repeat the question. Among the given option, which search algorithm requires less memory? Optimal search, depth first search, breadth first search, linear search. Okay, 4 member answered correctly. Again, Nivita in first position with the score of 3945 points. Keep it up, Nivita. Let's move to the next question. If a robot is able to change its own trajectory as per the external condition, then the robot is considered as the mobile, non-servo, open loop, intelligent. I repeat the question. If a robot is able to change its own trajectory as per the external condition, then the robot is considered as mobile, non-servo, open loop, intelligent. Wow, 12 member answered correctly. Let's move. Again, Nivita in first position with the score of 4838 points. Which of the given language is not commonly used for AI? LISP, Prolog, Python, Perl. I repeat the question. Which of the given language is not commonly used for AI? LISP, Prolog, Python, Perl. Time up, guys. 5 member answered correctly. Again, Nivita in first position with the score of 4838 points. Let's move to the next question. A technique that was developed to determine whether a machine could or could not demonstrate the artificial intelligence. Boolean algebra, Turing test, log- logarithm, algorithm. I repeat the question. A technique that was developed to determine whether a machine could or could not demonstrate the artificial intelligence. Boolean algebra, Turing test, logarithm, algorithm. Wow, 8 member answered correctly. Again, Nivita in first position with the score of 5,652 points. Let's move to the next question. The component of an expert system is knowledge base, inference engine, user interface, all of the above. I repeat the question. The component of an expert system is knowledge base, inference engine, user interface, all of the above. 3, 2, 1. Time up, guys. Wow, 10 member answered correctly. Again, Nivita in first position with the score of 6,506 points. Let's move to the last question. Which algorithm is used in the game tree to make decision of win or loss? Heuristic search algorithm, DFS or BFS algorithm, greedy search algorithm, min or max algorithm. I repeat the question. Which algorithm is used in the game tree to make decision of win or loss? 3, 2, 1. Time up, guys. Wow, 10 member answered correctly. Let's move to the podium. Third place goes to Harini with the score of 5,897 points. And the second place goes to Vortex. And the first place goes to Nivita with the score of 7,361 points. Guys, please enter your email ID and full name in chat box. Thank you for attending the quiz.
I'm grateful to the esteemed delegates of the webinar for their presence and effort in making this event a great success. I also extend my sincere thanks to our honored resource person and the heads of department, Humanity and Science, CSE, IT, EC, EEE, ADS, AML, Civil, Mechanical, CSBS, and Cybersecurity.
Yes, ma. Congratulations, ma. All quiz winners. I think so. It is the time to leave. Can I? Yes. Yes. Thank you.